Hey guys, it's Declan here from DexArt. I just want to go through this quick tutorial that's about how to light a scene, and I think this is really interesting because this is an image I pulled down from Leonardo AI, and as I was looking at these, I think these are really cool actually. They kind of have a steampunk feel about them, but there was just things I thought we could do with this. So here's what I did. I wanted to change in here, these tones in here, and the way this looks feels like it's almost, I know it looks like it's receding, but I think we could make it recede a bit more. So I decided to go in here and change this whole thing out and make it just look, I think, a little bit more interesting. So, and by the way, a lot of this stuff I'm doing inside of After Effects and Photoshop, but pretty much everything that I do here can be done in any painting application. It doesn't necessarily have to be Photoshop or After Effects. So what I did was, first of all, I kind of put in a blur in here and changed the color to a kind of a purpley color by creating a mask. Here's the mask, you can see it outlined there. And I put a blur on the mask. I changed the colors using CC toner. Again, you could paint this in with Photoshop or whatever. And then I wanted to see some light coming in. So I created a mask that came in here. You can see that's the shape of the mask. And then I added a CC vector blur and a directional blur. And what the CC vector blur does is it kind of, I don't know whether you can see it in here, but kind of does like a little split thing here, because it makes the light look like there's a couple of strands of light coming in, which I thought was kind of cool. And then I said, you know, it'd be kind of nice if there was some light just tipping over the top of this. So I just added another light, and just doing those few little things I think has really changed this image. So I'll just turn it all back off. This is what it was, and this is what it became. And I also kind of thought, you know, it'd be great if we could separate out this area here and maybe paint in a walkway or something in here. So I took this image and I rendered it out from After Effects, and then I brought it into Photoshop. And in Photoshop, I cut out this whole edge and repainted it. Just got that purpley, just pushed it way over, because if I do move this overlay at any stage for any reason, maybe I do a kind of fancy camera move or something, it still looks like there's stuff back there. Okay, and it just gives you a little bit of space to move. Maybe you're zoomed in on this a bit more. So yeah, you're in here, and as you pull out, then you can kind of, you know, start to do this with that. So then I took these piece of rocks, and I was like, the characters have to act somewhere. They've got to stand somewhere, got to be involved in this and somehow. I mean, yeah, there could have been a big boat or something in there, but I kind of pictured, you know, two silhouetted characters standing in this space. And so I just painted in, I took off this piece and I took off this piece, and I just painted in this walkway across here to give myself some flexibility. And then I saved out each of those elements, and I went back into After Effects. So inside of After Effects, all of this stuff that I've created is now kind of obsolete. And let me bring in these guys. Okay, so we're not in order, but that's okay. So the path is going to go up the very front. So there's the path. The overlay is going to sit right in here. Okay, so now I have the option, if I wanted to start doing some fancy camera moves, or, you know, zooming in or zooming out, I have that option. You know, there's the overlay to the left. I could start, you know, if I wanted to, I could start moving that. Yeah, and do some really nice camera moves in here. So here's a camera move on these elements. So this is coming back. Path is moving, so your characters will be here. This is all coming into focus. I think it's kind of nice. I'm going to take these elements and I'm going to put them up there and give them to you guys for free and have fun with them. Yeah, kind of cool. Anyway, thanks a bunch. This is Declan, Dex Art.